Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. Hopefully you're somewhere nice and warm on this cold Friday night. The Southern Footy League, the Press, Craig Warman in like always. Craig, how are you?
Yeah, good boys. How are you?
Pretty good, mate. It has been a bit cold and wet around, mate. A bit cold and chilly last weekend at the footy.
Well, certainly was down at Cove, where affectionately known as Arctic Park. But great to see the Aldinga Sharks get up and have
Mighty Sharks.
Yeah, the Mighty Sharks. He's good, isn't he?
Mighty Sharks.
So you're off Cove. You're off Cove, are you?
You're an ex-Cove coach. What's going on?
Well, I've always been an Aldinga man. I don't know where you get that.
So you coach Cove and you've always been an Aldinga man.
Or a Flagstaff Hill man.
That'd be like saying I work at Port Adelaide and I barrack for the Crows.
Well, put it this way. I used to coach Cove.
Yep.
I live in Happy Valley.
Yep.
And I've lived at Flagstaff Hill. So I can pick whoever I like.
Whenever you
out
want.
of the three of them, whenever I like.
All right.
So at the moment, I'm on Flaggies.
All right, Aldinga, 34-point game.
That's a great win.
But, and it was a good win for Aldinga, but it wasn't that simple all game, was it?
No. The good part about the game, and that was actually our broadcast game on Tribe FM, so it was really good to be there to watch them have their first win of the season. Came out really, really well, Aldinga. Kicked 6 goals with the breeze in the first quarter. Cove fought back, and at half-time it was not much in it. But then Aldinga, to their credit, just wore away, and probably 10 minutes into the last quarter, before they really kicked into gear and ran away with it.
All right, mate. Flagstaff Hill, they're on fire at the moment, along with Noarlunga sitting 1 and 2 on the ladder, and we'll come to them a bit later. They had a big win over Happy Valley. Were you surprised by the margin?
I was extremely surprised by the margin. We saw Happy Valley the week before play Aldinga, and they were really good. They've had some good games in their recent history, but I don't know what happened last week.
This was at Happy Valley, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at Happy Valley.
Yeah,
so,
that was a surprise.
Sorry, which team are you on there?
Happy Valley.
Happy Valley, okay.
No, I'm just saying. I
just trying to get some clarity.
I saw we had one of the Happy Valley B grade lads stay at my place.
Yep.
He come down and stay at my place because he was playing locally, and he said that they can beat Flagstaff Hill, but he's got a drug problem. He's got a few issues and whatever. They never went within cooey of him. I think the Bears got beat by about 300 goals. Yeah, good. But yeah, they're in good touch, aren't they, Flaggies? That's on them.
They're just a quality unit.
Yes, well, that's right. And
Really,
they're going to be hard to beat anybody.
The other game, Ranella weren't disgraced against.
Oh, my boys. Yeah, geez.
Noarlunga. Noarlunga at home were always hard to beat, but Ranella are just holding down that 5th spot on the premiership table, so they've got some good games coming up too that are really winnable and can put some distance between them and the bottom half of the table.
Christie's Beach, big percentage boost over Morpeth Vale. Well,
yeah.
We're not really surprised.
No,
Morphe's are a work in progress, and they've been making progress, but we'd expect that's probably where it was.
Yeah, and Christie's needed to make a statement after
I was going to say.
the week before when Flaggies got hold of them.
Yeah.
You know, it was good to see Christie's bounce back to the form that they showed early in the season.
This has been a bit of a repetition, mate. They're talking about Flaggies giving them a hiding the week before. Every week we talk. They're the ones, aren't they? I don't care what anyone.
You don't reckon it? Well, let's have a look at the ladder. It's a good point you make.
Yeah.
Noarlunga sit on top at the moment. Flaggies in 2nd spot.
Yep.
Baz reckons Flaggies are the team to...
I just think they're last month, Phil.
Is it Noarlunga? Yeah, they've been in ripping form.
Well, we'll find out this week, won't we?
Well, we will find out this week. We'll come to that.
They play Noarlunga.
Yep, they do.
They do.
Yep, at Flagstaff Hill.
And it's at Flagstaff Hill too, so...
What's your feel?
Feels Flagstaff Hill.
Yep.
I just think they've got a little bit more depth across the whole board.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's in or out of the Flagstaff Hill. They've got this system where if a B grader comes up, he knows his role and can fit straight into that system. Noarlunga, they're a really, really good side as well, but I just think Flaggies will get them.
So if we're putting a line in it right now, what do you reckon? 1 and 2, Noarlunga and Flagstaff, they've got a gap on the rest of them at the moment. Then you've got Christie's Beach in 3rd, Port Noarlunga in 4th, Ranella in 5th. Is that kind of the next 3, or do Happy Valley squeeze into that second group?
Well, on their day, Happy Valley can be, but they've just been too inconsistent. I know they're playing a lot of kids and whatever, and you're going to get that fluctuation, but the fluctuation should be a lot closer than it is. So, yeah, look, Happy Valley are not without a chance because they've got some winnable games coming up too.
Right.
But in saying that, your 5 at the moment wouldn't be surprised to see.
All right, so Morphe's, Cove and Aldinga, their work's in progress and they're doing okay.
Yep.
All right, next week's games, mate. Let's have a look at them. Port Noarlunga up against Happy Valley, 4 play 6.
Well, at the end of the day, you look at the premiership table, 4 play 6 should be a really good game. And I know Happy Valley beat them last year around this time of the season. But Porties need to make a statement here, and it is at the Cockle Diver. So hopefully they've got off the ale, and they'll be here to play this weekend. So I'd expect Port Noarlunga to win that one.
And Chrissy's and Cove are struggling. They're
yeah,
struggling.
they are.
And they're struggling a bit.
But surprisingly enough, whenever these two sides play, it's one of those teams that they don't like playing each other.
Yeah.
And Cove have got a pretty good record against them, and probably need to bounce back after last week. But you tip Christie's Beach at home to win that one too.
Well, we talked about this just before. Flagstaff Hill, they're in second spot. Noarlunga in first spot. It's at Flaggies. You think it's Flagstaff Hill. You think it's Flagstaff Hill. I reckon I'll go with Noarlunga just to be the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Although I think Flaggies have had the better month.
Oh, what are you on the
But
fence?
I'm still going with Noarlunga.
Oh, right, okay.
Still going with Noarlunga. All right, that's on the Saturday. Then that's the call on Saturday for you, for the Tribe FM.
Tribe FM,
Tribe FM on the Sunday, mate. Ranella up against Morpeth.
The local derby between Morpeth Vale and Ranella. And again, it's one of these games where it doesn't matter where they sit on the premiership table, you can be rest assured there's going to be a terrific game of footy.
And they have to win, don't they? They have to win there.
Well,
Ranella.
they do.
They really do.
To keep momentum in their season, they really do. But in saying that, we did that game early in the season, and Morpeth Vale were coming up 7 goals in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Ranella just kept pegging them back, and got them by 7 points.
Kept pounding the rock, mate, and waiting for the rock to break, and they just come over the top of them. What about my boys at Ranella, mate? We'll be all right. Hey, at least I've stick with one team, mate.
No good doing that. No good doing that.
And of course, Billy will be there, so we'll catch up with Billy from Air Diffusion. And as I say, Ranella really need to put a little bit of distance between themselves and the bottom half of the table. So I'd expect them to just get over the line there.
All right, mate.
Is there promo relegation in?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Just asking, mate. Just.
Amateur league do that.
Well, there's a team you want to get down in the next level and pick 2 or 3 in there to support as well.
No. I just want to make sure my Cobras don't go
What
down.
are you doing?
No, they'll be there. Don't worry about that. They'll be all right.
As always, Craig, pleasure to have you in the studio, mate. Big game on Saturday. You need to get to see Flaggies up against Noarlunga. And, of course, Sunday, Ranella up against Morpeth Vale. Southern Footy League, it is a great competition. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Always a pleasure.
Stay with us. Still, a bit more to come on the show.